welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota RAV4 Limited Hybrid in the color white. Let's take a look. Starting up front, underneath the hood, we have the gas component of the hybrid energy system. It is a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine, automatic transmission, gets up to 219 horsepower and 163 pound-foot of torque, towing capacity up to 1,750 pounds. Up front, you've got LED headlights, customary daytime running lights, fog lights down below. Across the front bumper, you'll find these little round nodules. These guys are the front parking sensors. And underneath of your front Toyota logo is your front-facing camera. On to the side, you have 18-inch dark alloy wheels. Then side mirrors include integrated turn signals, blind spot monitoring, and additional cameras and puddle lamps underneath to contribute to the surround view camera effect. Looking at either one of your front handles, you'll find these double lines. We'll talk about them more on the driver's side. Heading back, all your rear windows come with factory tinting. Both of your rear doors, you'll be able to find your all-wheel drive badge. And then all the way up top, we have black roof rails. On the back of the vehicle, all the way across the bumper, just like up front, you have backup parking sensors. Left-hand side, you have your RAV4 badge. Right-hand side, you have your Limited and the HEV Hybrid badge. And underneath of your rear logo is your backup camera. To open up your cargo space, press the button underneath the logo, and it should automatically rise itself upwards. Inside here, you'll find your second row seating has a 60-40 split on the left, allowing the two sides to function independently. If you want to lay down either side, you can do so by releasing the handle on the top outside corner of the seat. Then across the back here is your interior cargo cover. This can extend outwards, locking into place on either one of these hooks, and helping to keep private any goods you keep stored down below. As you can see right now, we have the RAV4 carpeted as well as the rubber mat in their factory packaging. Then across the bottom space, we have some more factory packaging. This is covering up the cargo space liner. So this guy goes across, of course, the dedicated floor space as it is currently, but there's also pieces that go across the back of both of the second row seats. It's got a couple of different jobs. First off, helps to protect your vehicle from damage from your cargo. It's made of this nice, thick, durable rubber, and also you can see that there is this texturing that exists on it, which helps provide a bit more grip for any items placed on here. Secondly, it is much easier to keep your space clean when you have this, because you can just pick it up, take it out, shake or rinse any dirt or debris off of this thing, and then you can do the same with the ones on the back of the seats, as they just connect with a couple of different Velcro pads. So you can just peel them off, clean any dirt debris off of them, put them back in, and you don't have to worry about things clinging to the inside of your car. To the left-hand side here, you have one of your JBL speakers. There is this premium JBL speaker sound system all throughout the unit. To the right-hand side here, you have this little cubby space. We also have the cargo nets currently being stored in there. You can set this up a couple of different ways. Some people like to do it across either one of the sides, across the back, across the floor, but most commonly it is just stretched across the back space right here. This guy helps to reduce the amount of movement of any goods placed in the back here. It also has a built-in envelope design, meaning it is shaped like a pouch, so you can tuck items inside there to have quick, easy access to them anytime that you want to. On the right, you also have a 12-volt adapter, as well as your interior light. If you're looking for your tire kit, look down at the ground. Underneath of the mat, you'll find this little fabric strap. Lift this guy upwards, and everything you need will be stored right underneath. To close up the space back here, you can reach up to the handles on either side. There is the optional kick sensor, or you can press the electronic button on the left. Next, let's take a look at the inside. Inside here, your interior upholstery is the black Softex leatherette. You have both black and light gray stitching for some contrast. In between the two sides is a folding down armrest / cup holder. You can easily tug it up and away if you'd like to increase seating capacity. Then on the back of the front passenger seat, you've got your pouch storage. Back of the console, you have your air vents and chargers down below. And as we saw in the back, all new units come with both carpeted and rubber mat sets. Inside your door, you have your storage spaces. Power window as well as heated seats are available on both sides. Back again now to these double lines. These guys indicate keyless entry, so if you have the key fob on your person, you can tap your hand on the symbol or inside the handle to lock and unlock your unit. Inside the driver's door, power windows here for front and back. You've got your window lock, power lock system, and side mirror controls. Up top, next to your handle, is your memory seat settings, which of course means you have electronic seat adjustment. back, front, up, down, and lumbar support. Then hood and gas release on the bottom left-hand corner of the dash. On top of that, controls for dash brightness, automatic headlamps, defog of the rear windshield. You've got your surround view camera, so if you give this a press, your infotainment will turn to this full surround view look of your vehicle. You can also choose to get higher or lower to the vehicle itself, and even pause to continue facing in your current direction. You have more adjustments for this in the bottom left-hand corner icon. To get rid of the screen, you can press the same button that you did to bring it up in the first place, or just the X in the top left-hand corner. Then you have your heated steering wheel control, odometer trip, and the power trunk release, plus a little storage space up top here. If you look closely, you can see this kind of blue ambient light that is in there. That is just some of the ambient light that is all throughout this vehicle. Stands out a lot nicer at nighttime, but looks pretty at any point in time. The steering wheel here is black leather and black stitching. Left side, controls here are for your dash display. Then you've got your hands-free communication and volume control. Right hand side, radio controls on the bottom, adaptive cruise control up top, which includes a sonar and lane departure. In the middle here is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Right now you're looking at the optional navigation, which you can choose to connect through Toyota connected services. Then you have audio listening, AM, FM, satellite radio. Full Bluetooth connectivity includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and there's optional USB adapters throughout. Then you have your phone connectivity for your personal device via Bluetooth. You would also use this for hands-free communications. In the middle here we have two things. One is the trip info, and then you have your hybrid energy flow. You might be familiar with this if you've seen other tours of the hybrid vehicles or if you own one yourself. This just shows you in real time as different components of the hybrid system communicate with each other. Currently, of course, the vehicle is parked and not in motion, so there's not a lot going on. Though, as you saw just a second ago, it will kick on from time to time just to keep the energy flowing around in here. But this is a lot cooler to keep an eye on when you're actually out and about, if you're in traffic and actually braking and going, and therefore using the regenerative braking technology. You also have this little gauge on the right-hand side in blue that will show you how charged up your hybrid battery currently is. Then, all the way at the bottom is all your settings. So everything from personal profile, Bluetooth information, Wi-Fi display, vehicle customizing, dealer info, etc. Bottom left-hand corner is your volume. You've got your four ways in the middle. Underneath, you have the push start ignition and then climate control center. You got dual climate control up front, so you can either have temperatures synced up or turn off the sync to let them function independently. There is the optional Eco Heat Cool mode available to you. Next to that is defrost for front and rear windshield. Underneath, we have three levels for both heated and cooled seats. It is the blue button with green lights for the cool, and the red button with orange lights for the heat. To the left is your traction control. Underneath, you have your storage space, 12-volt adapter, and USB at the back. You also have this wireless charging pad here. This is compatible with any wireless charging device. It's got this nice built-in slanted tray design, so any phone that you place in the back there is going to be safe and secure. And if you don't want to be using it for that charging purpose, you can press the button, it will cut the light, and then you have no energy flowing to that feature. Then, gear shift, parking brake. You have all of your driving options, so trail, eco, normal, sport, and EV mode. In behind is your cup holder spaces, and then you have your console. This guy opens up. You've got this tray you can have either at the back or the front, a couple of chargers in the front end, and then a general storage underneath of there. To the right, you've got this storage space, goes the whole way across the passenger side dash. Down below is a lockable glove box. Up overhead on the rearview mirror, 1, 2, and 3 dots, those guys are garage door openers. You've got this nice, normal, reflective rearview mirror, but if you flip the switch, it will turn to a camera view behind yourself instead. The reason this is so nice to have is that sometimes when you're driving, you have either passengers or cargo that are either being a distraction, partially or even fully blocking the view of traffic behind yourself. If you've ever experienced this, that can be a problem no more, because you can just flip the switch, see directly behind yourself without having to look through the cab in order to do so. Then, overhead, you've got your sunglasses compartment, SOS button, overhead lighting controls, and controls up there for your moonroof. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota RAV4 Limited Hybrid in the color white. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta, Canada. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.